Sister, we can't just threaten everyone into becoming druids. We need these good folks to appreciate the woods, not fear them.
No sheep, no oblong. I hoped the sound of approaching feet meant my quartermaster had returned. Some fishwort of a pirate stole our ship. We split up to search, to find it, but I haven't seen him since. Tell me, any chance you spotted a dour Khajiit on the beach? Good question. Many people desired the Prowler due to her speed and beauty. When we came ashore for supplies, I told my crew to keep watch. I hope they're safe. Until we find her, Oblan and I are stranded. And we have important places to... Oblan is as resourceful as he is crusty. I bet he left some way for me to find him. I could use a second set of eyes to search along Skulltooth Coast. Help me find Oblan and the Prowler. I have a few valuables on my ship that could be yours. Even if we do find the Prowler, I won't take off without Oblan. A captain never leaves a sailor behind. When we split up, he took a northwest path to the beach. We'll start there. Look for any sign of it.
On my honor!
That marking on the rock face. It could be one of Oblan's smuggler bars. Take a look. Ha! Oblan left us a trail. This symbol means he went north.
I was of some assistance.
I think this is... east. Yes, he went east, I'm sure. Good, another mark. We're on the right.
I will scratch out your eyeballs!
Do you hear that?
Someone! Please help me! Oh, this is very embarrassing. I'm sure it's painfully obvious at this point that you found me in this predicament. Perhaps you could help me out of it? Where is that Breton? He said he'd be right back.
Breton? I'm a Breton. Who are you? Another intruder, eh? You come for my nets? My buckets? Speak quickly! And don't you go telling tales. Me and the lads, we'll know. They lost their ship? How'd they do that? Not as if it's a set of loose keys or a wayward dog. Doesn't matter. What matters is the food that cat stole from me. The lads and I might be able to help find this ship, but not before you get me some tack. A week's worth? Might seem like a day's worth to fat-fingered tams folk like you, but I'm frugal. I make things last. I'll free the cat if you snatch up some victuals from the shore. Ha! Glad to see there's still some decency out there in the world. Decency, you know, it's not that hard. I need shellfish, spices, and leafy greens for the lad's digestion, see? Find my pack, too. I lost it down. Who are these lads? You hear this, Watkins? Like a nearsighted horker, this one. My lads! My crew! Well, sure, they're a mite thin, but there's no reason for calling names. You try scrape.
What does this stuff do again?
It's kindle pitch, and it's highly explosive. Make sure you don't drop any.
You take me for a clumsy fool. I won't drop...
What did you do? You idiot! I told you kindle pitch is highly explosive! Ah!
There you are! It's about time! The lads were making bet. That you did, that you did. Thank you! Your friend Jimla here's got a silver tongue. Talked me into cutting down her quartermaster before he passed out. He's still passed out, though, for a bit. It was that boom what woke him up. What was that? Ha ha! You hear that, lads? Fish elves blasted themselves to bits! To oblivion with the lot of them, I say! Ha! Of course, their crewmates might have found some more. Dangerous stuff. That's troubling. Why don't you talk to Jimala? I need to think. Well, what are you still standing here for? I've got, you know... That, my friend, is a story I've not told in a long time. There we were, rolling high on the swells, Watkins to my left, Donald to my right, and old Captain DeVoe at my back, barking orders like a man possessed. I'd never seen a storm like that, not in all my years at sea. Aye, a shipwreck like you wouldn't believe. I had a grip on the wheel, see? All of a sudden, a bolt of lightning struck the mainmast and split the ship clear in two. Took everything I had to get to shore. What? No, I managed to get half a dozen of us to shore. Donald, Watkins, and the others here. They were a little banged up, Watkins especially, but once I put his arms back on, he was right as rain. Aye, 6.5, I suppose. And we stopped keeping count when Donald lost the chalk. Can't trust that one with anything. We'll get out of here. Aye, me perhaps, but no.
We're done gathering flotsam for the Stinky Breton now, yes? We have Oblon back. But now there's the matter of getting off this rock. Adwig was telling us about a pirate cove to the north. Apparently it's crawling with sea elves, but if the Prowler is still anchored here, that's where it will be. You and I should go. The others can meet up with us once Oblon recovers. Adwig promised not to hang Oblon upside down again, so there's that at least. He seems anxious to leave Amenos, and also anxious to stay. Difficult to say. I think he will help us, though. Once they're ready, they'll find us near the cove. There's the entrance to the cove. Just remember, friend, sea elves, buckets of them. We should try to keep things quiet.
That was it, right? Sometimes it's hard to tell. Steady on. Shake it off! My friend.
Rachin's shadow. These damned sea elves are everywhere. This some kind of Yandonian family reunion?
Admit it.
I hope I was of some assistance.
I see a shipmast ahead. That has to be the Prowler. Let's keep moving. Ah, there she is. My girl is still in one piece. Moons be praised. Let's talk this over. I knew this island couldn't break the Prowler. She is sleek and strong and beautiful, just like her captain. Well, we can't just barge in. We're not blue enough or ugly enough to pass for sea elves, so disguise isn't an option. Let's keep moving along the ridge. Adwig said he'd try to meet us on the far side of the cove. I might have... You won't like it. Well, maybe you will. You have a bit of a wild streak, yes? You said the sea elves were gathering kindle pitch back on the shoals. See if you can find any and bring it along. I'll go ahead and try to find Oblan and Adwig. I just want to look at my ship a bit longer. You never know how much you love a thing until it's snatched up by Finiard corsairs, you know?
Side by side!
You know of a way down into the cove, right? One that does not involve us falling to our deaths? You made it! And with the kindle pitch, too. Good work.
Of course I know.
Adwig knows a secret entrance into the cove, but it's risky. Not much cover. We're going to need a distraction, and that's where the kindle pitch comes in. You don't mind taking on a dangerous mission, do you? I need you to lead Oblan to an overlook. It's got a perfect view of the elves' flagship. Now, here's the tough part. You need to board the sea elf ship, place kindle pitch all over it, then signal Oblan to loose a fiery arrow onto the deck. Ha! Like a Palatine fire blossom, one of the really big ones. Once your work is done, run to the Prowler. We will meet you on board, hopefully. Don't worry, this plan will work. And if it doesn't, we'll all be too dead to argue about it. You and Oblan better get a move on. Make sure that idiot doesn't fall off of any rock ledges, or this whole
This plan is crazy. Like skooma cat crazy. Why do we never have anything good to drink when Captain Jimala makes us do things like this? Well, Jimala and I have been through a lot, and she's never steered me wrong. Yes, you're going to lead me to the overlook above the cove so I can get a gull's eye view of the sea elf ship. What? Jimala wants me to loose the arrow. Me! I couldn't spear a whale if it landed on the quarterdeck. It will be fine, though. Yes, totally fine. I cannot wait to get back out to sea. We've been on land far too long. part company here, I think. I'll get into position and await your signal. Good luck.
Side by side. There are none left to stand against us.
Partner, over here. I found the Dongi Sea Elves locked the Prowler's wheel. Tough to tell at this distance, but the chain links seem too thick to break. We need a key. The Sea Elf Captain's quarters is my best guess. Check there. Before you... I feel sorry for any Sea Elves that get between me and my ship.
Move your feet! Get moving!
What have we caught here? The fish who thinks it's good clever for the net. You killed me on my own ship.
Yes!
Oh there! Are we ready to light it up? One distraction coming right up!
Stendar is with you. I can feel it.
Ugh, sure, now everyone arrives. After I've already taken out the pirates. Typical.
Did you see that shot? A thing of beauty, that's what it was.
Wait till the lads hear about this. Oh.
Yes, we're all very happy. We'll have time to celebrate after we anchor. Unlock the wheel, my friend, and let's get out of here. Great work. Now get us out of this cove and to a nearby shore.
Ha ha! Fine sailing, my friend. First rate.
Well, that was exhilarating, right? Finally, my ship is back where it belongs, in the hands of her loving captain. And we have you and this strange hermit to thank. I promise I will never let the Prowler out of my sight again. Oblan, though, if Oblan wanders off again, he is on his own. Here, for your trouble. And if you're ever looking for somewhere to share a drink and a song, you're always welcome aboard. You were a real help out there, Edwig. I could use a smelly, resourceful Breton on the Prowler.
Truly? Mara's mercy. It would be good to get off this rock, but my crew.
Saying goodbye is never easy, but I am certain that your crew will understand.
You're right, Jimala. Donald and Watkins can see to the others. It's time. Time to move on.
That was it, right? Sometimes it's hard to tell.
Anton, you better be alive to make these splinters worth it. What do you think? This raft will hold together with 2 people on it, right? I don't have to go far. Just over to Whalefall. Sorry to sound rushed, but my partner Anton got selected for the game, and I'm pretty sure he won't survive it. The jailers don't warn you. One of them plays with the prisoners waiting at Amano Station. No one knows which one. If you're chosen, he sets you loose on Whalefall. Then, he hunts you down. Survive and you go free. He and I, we're fast talkers, swindlers. We don't stick around long enough for the fighting. If he's still alive, he won't last. Hey, come with me. I'll need the help. And you'll get some coin that I lifted off a jailer. I promise I won't cheat you. So, here's my plan. We ride the raft over to Whalefall, find Anton, then leave. Now that I've said that out loud, I see it's not much of a plan. But it's what I got. I'd like to get a move on, though. My partner is clever, but not especially tough. I love the man like a brother, but Anton can sometimes act flashier than he should. He likes to show off his sleight of hand skills. After we got thrown in the stockade, Anton decided to make friends with a jailer. Olivia was her name. Anton was playing her, of course. I don't even think he wanted something from her. Just a way to pass the time. But she actually fell for the old charmer. Once she saw the ruse, Anton's name ends up on the list for Whalefall. Slipping in and out of the stockade isn't that difficult. And they don't really seem to mind if the prisoners wander off into the jungle. As soon as the jailer dragged Anton away, I knew he wouldn't last. I left... How about that? The raft worked. Let's move inland and look for Anton. Look there. Something's posted on that wooden pillar. At least the game has rules. Let's talk before going deeper.
I have arrows enough for the likes of you.
For Stendarr!
Killing you is almost too easy. Dodge!
We fought well.
Now we... Nah, do you? Maybe he stays away from the Amanos stockade on purpose. Only comes by to take more prisoners for his game. Wonder if he's even a jailer at all. No one would call the stockade a great place, but it's not so corrupt that the entire staff would do something like this. The jailers who took us to the island even warned me about it. I'm starting to think this Manic keeps the whole thing secret. Anton has worn the same shirt since we came to Amanos. That's a scrap of it. Look at that fortress to the north. It's made of ship
To the
parts.
grave with you! To the grave with you!
Your prowess was befitting a knight. Well done.
Your blood will water these trees.
I see him! On that platform!
It seems that my dear friend Luna brought me a savior, and I can see why. Someone that's as brave and strong as you makes the perfect choice. Ah, the natural result of my poor survival skills. Though I cannot imagine why you believe now is the proper moment for that story.
Another wretch wants to leave my game? There's only one way out. We're all prisoners.
We're still standing. Be proud of
Accept
that.
your fate. Ha, well done. You make it this far, but I'll end this game myself.
Move! Get out of there! I need healing!
Can you keep up, Anton?
I could outrace you with my legs tied together.
Oh, good. I was getting bored.
Just one more time you had to get me out of a jam, huh?
Don't forget that I'm keeping track. Well, so much for my raft. All that work collecting trash for only 2 trips. But we saved Anton, and that's all I really wanted. Sure, I hope we could escape to High Isle, but this'll have to do. Thank you for keeping... We find a way to make a life on this island. From what I've heard, finding a way off is nearly impossible. Here's the payment I promised. I guess we'll probably run into each other again sometime. Now that we're free from Amano Station, Anton and I can do as we please. We weren't...
This will keep you out of Emunara's fur until she gets the shield.
Tide swallow her. I have honorably guarded Lady Garrick's trials for more lifetimes than I can recall. And this necromancer thinks she can cow me? I'll have none of it! Apologies. Thank you for stopping. Would you kindly douse that censer and unbind me? I am the steward of Garrick's Rest. I am bound to this place until someone completes the Trials of Worth. 3 tests that measure the qualities a knight needs to bear Lady Garrick's sacred shield. Unless you're a schemer like Emanara. To take the sacred shield without... Perhaps you are the very soul I've waited for all these years. Someone worthy enough to earn Lady Garrick's most treasured possession. Please, pick up the censer and extinguish it. I suspect that should end the Necromancer's binding. Yes, I'm certain you do. Only an incurious fool wouldn't seek to know more. But... now I'll gladly answer your questions. You should hold on to that sensor.
Wait, this isn't right.
Feel how the ground shook. Look at Ifalon and the... I don't like the looks of that volcano. As if we didn't have enough trouble already. Could this be related to what Valencia and you discovered at the Druidic Circle? Could the Ascendant Magus really affect the volcano to such an extent? That's true. The ground rumbled when he summoned a storm at the castle. And the volcanic vents became active after he conjured the storm that wrecked the Alliance ships. There was no storm this time, though. Absolutely nothing, dear. But Mount Firesong hasn't erupted in centuries. The Druids maintain its slumber. Let's hope they can keep it calm until we stop the Magus from drawing more power. In the meantime, let's look inside Mistmouth Caves, shall we? Anything that points us to the Order's upcoming meeting. If the Ascendant Magus sent out a summons, someone here should know about it. And head inside. I'm right behind you. Volkesh? Be careful. They're drawn to volcanic activity. Dead Ascendant Order Knights? They must have fallen to the lava creatures. A map of Castle Navarre. The Order attacked there already, but this map shows a river where there shouldn't be one.
I take no pleasure in killing.
This
But I'm
cave is
glad we're
crawling with
alive and
Ascendant
they're
Order
not.
Knights and Volkesh. We should be careful. The Magus must have come here to continue his experiments. He plans to use this power in their next attack. We need to determine the target. Another trap. Step carefully, dear.
Systems designed to turn nation against nation.
You don't want to do this!
You're always striving to learn something new. One of my favorite things about riding with you.
A summons to a council of the Ascendant Order. This is what we've been looking for. Let's talk. So let's review what we found. First, there was a map of Castle Navir that showed a river that doesn't exist. At least it's not on the surface. If it depicts an underground river, it could also indicate a hidden passage beneath the castle. Let me see that again. Yes. The Ascendant Magus thinks he can draw on the volcano to lend power to his spells. The next target they attack, he'll have more control over his ritual. Below the Sleeping Knights? What could that mean? Statues or bodies? I suspect we're looking for catacombs again, like the ones we found beneath Urbane Chapel, but I saw no Sleeping Knights there. I assume that the poor departed Banneret Janine succumbed either... Over here!
Very subtle.
Jakan and I have been watching the entrance. There are definitely people going into the dungeons and not coming out. They must be throwing quite a party down there. No sign of the Ascendant Magus, though. He may already be inside. By using the summons we found in Mistmouth Cave, naturally, take Jakan with you and present the note if anyone tries to stop you. Once inside, confront the Ascendant Magus and disrupt whatever plan the Order has in motion. Simple as that, dear. Oh, take them down with as much violence as possible. That goes with... Who does under the armor and hoods? I threw together some Ascendant Order outfits for the two of you. All you need to do is act like you belong there. Here, try them on. Ooh, they fit perfectly. Now get in there and find out what the Ascendant Magus is up to.
You couldn't find something a little more flattering?
The idea is to blend in, Jakan. You both look positively menacing.
Lady Arabelle was right. This looks like the place. Probably behind that door.
New recruits must wait outside. The Magus will address you later.
That's not fair! We want to attend the main meeting!
Stop right there. Only full members of the Order are allowed to attend the meeting. New recruits must wait out here until the Magus decides to address you. Let me see that. That's the Ascendant Magus's seal, all right. Very well. You can go in, but enter quietly.
Hey, we were here first!
This isn't the market, recruit. Back in line.
Our ships are ready, my lord. We can attack all Flags Island on your command. And you can control the druid magic. Great power to breach the keep's defenses. We cannot afford another mishap. I can, my lord. The Alliance leaders will have nowhere to hide after I tear down their walls. Go then. Begin the attack.
They know we took the Royals to All Flags? And the Magus has ships ready to attack? We can't let him get away. Try the door to the right. Careful. I don't think that letter you found will work down here. We're gonna have to fight.
Shining Steel!
Magical traps. Watch your step.
Do this!
Stendarr was with us in that fight.
I hear water ahead. Didn't Lady Arabelle mention an underground river? Look at that. An underground river. But I don't see the Magus. Let's look around.
Lady Arabelle's hounds. Did you think you could sniff around undetected? You are annoyingly persistent. Well, my foolish adversaries, the Ascendant Order can be persistent too. Did you really think you defeated us when you retrieved your precious royals from Aminos? All you did was gather them in one place from me. Would-be emperors have brought nothing but conflict and turmoil to Tamriel. Lord Bacaro is a fool to think peace can be won with gentle words. It's time to throw down those who aspire to the Ruby Throne and mete out justice with the sword. We will assume power and put an end to this wretched war. Strength can win the peace Lord Bacaro hopes for. Hard choices must be made. But one day, the peoples of Tamriel will thank us. A pity you are too blind to see this simple truth. You really don't know. I suppose even the legendary skills of Lady Arabelle DeVoe were no match for the Ascendant Lord and his brilliant strategy. But come now, you've worked beside the investigator. Surely you've learned something. Make a guess. Well done.
Perhaps you are a worthy foe. Still, it's too late to stop me. If only Lady Arabelle were here to witness this. Ah, but she is. My knights found her outside. She faces justice in the dungeons below. If you hurry, maybe you can save her. I wish we could chat longer, but the tide waits for no one. Do give Lady Arabelle my regards.
He's gone, damn it! Come on, we gotta find Lady Arabelle.
More of a fight.
That's Lady Arabelle. We're close.
There you are, dears. Why, Jakan, you look positively panicked. What's wrong? I met the Ascendant Magus here. He was smug and annoying, and definitely a noble, but his helm disguised his voice. I thought I was fine when he only left 4 knights to guard me, but then 2 more arrived. If you hadn't drawn them away... Damar Dufort. There was something familiar about that voice, but I couldn't place it. When he captured me, I no doubt became the perfect distraction to use against you. Sorry about that, dear. Still, thank you for coming to my rescue. Where I just sent the delegates? Damn it! Very well. We're close to the Navir docks. If Count Damard is launching a naval attack, he'll want the Silver Swan, assuming she's seaworthy. If we hurry, we might catch him before he sets sail. I'm very observant, dear. Duchess Alea's new flagship is the largest vessel ever constructed by the Dufort shipyards. Let's meet at the Navir docks, dears. They're just south of the castle. Stuart, have you seen Count Damard or Duchess Alea?
Count Damard? Why, no. Duchess Alea, however, is touring the Silver Swan. She does not wish to be disturbed. Good day.
We have no time to be delayed by silly formalities. Dear, please reason with the steward. Jakan, take a look around the docks, just in case.
I think I may... Ridiculous! You slander House Dufort at your own peril. I see no rogue knights here or hostile ships off our shore. Enough of this nonsense. The only threat here is you. The Duchess plans to sail with the tide. If I catch any of you sneaking around these docks, I will have you...
The steward is definitely hiding something. Look for a launch at the end of the pier to take us to the Swan.
Ship really ordered 3 dozen bottles of Chaden sherry?
A knight never yields.
There's the Silver Swan, moored out in the bay. Hurry! If they set sail, we'll never catch her. It looks like the portholes are open. Up the ladder, dear. I'm right behind you.
Curse your meddling! For the Ascendant Order!
I'm not sure I can keep going.
The Ascendant Order.
Someone please help! They locked me in my cabin!
The Duchess! Up the stairs, my dear.
My own steward turned against me. He had the audacity to lock me in my own cabin.
Speak with the Duchess, dear. I'll have a look around.
Oh, thank you. You arrived just in time. My steward locked me in my own cabin. The nerve! I thought he was surely going to take me away. I came to inspect my new flagship. When I arrived, Steward Hersian led me to my cabin and locked the door. He said we were to set sail. That I would be kept safe until the Ascendant Order finished their work. My brother is the Ascendant Magus. I assure you I had no idea. Well, no. I saw Demard earlier, but when he learned the Swan wasn't ready to sail, he said he made other arrangements. He spoke with Steward Hersian, gave him a letter, and departed. Wait.
Search the cabin, dear. Find that letter. You found Demard's letter? What does it say? I see you found the letter. Don't keep me in suspense, dear. Let me see. A contingency plan, eh? The Ascendant Order expected the Alliance leaders to drown in the shipwreck, but it seems they were prepared to launch a direct attack on Old Flag's Islet if all else failed. And now, we must warn Lord Bacaro of the danger. If we can't trust House Dufort's knights, we'll need whatever troops House Valorous and the Society of the Steadfast can scrape up. Lord Bacaro is supposed to meet me at Mandrake Manor. I'll see you there.
I am simply mortified. My brother and my steward, traitors. I must return to my castle and barricade the gates.
Count Demard, or should I call him the Magus, he thinks I'm dead beneath Castle Nevere, that Duchess Alea is locked aboard the Silver Swan, and that his victory is assured. But thanks to you, he's wrong. Let's just say I have faith. Look what we accomplished. We know who wears the helm of the Ascended Magus, and we learn the Order is moving against all flags. We have a chance to stop Count Damad yet. Take this, dear. You more than earned it. We determined that Count Damad is the Ascendant Magus, and we discovered his plan to attack All Flags Islet. As you can see, I need your help, my friend. The Alliance leaders are in grave danger. I believe we can hold All Flags Castle with a few warriors. But if we need to fight our way past the Ascendant Order forces, we'll never reach the Alliance leaders in time. We require a ship the Ascendant Magus won't suspect. Remember Damad's letter to the steward? The Ascendant Order ship, Nereid Song. It's waiting for the steward in a hidden cove. We just need to commandeer it and sail to All Flags like the rest of the ships in their fleet. Can I count on your help? First, we must find the cove where the Nereid Song is hidden. I have no idea what cove Damad's letter referred to, but Captain Colleen might. She and the other...
The Ascendant Order have eyes everywhere.
Did you come here for crafting certification?
If you came for crafting certification, I can assist you.
Welcome. You stand amidst the Circle of Champions, a guild formed to test the greatest fighters of the realm in games of skill. Do you have what it takes? Well then, let's see what you're made of. Participate in one of our games at any of our battlegrounds. Win or lose, doesn't matter.
I wonder what's in that sack of supplies.
Welcome to the hall. What can I do for you? Stars above, yes. Welcome to the Fighters Guild. You should consider joining up. We have a new guild master and a new singular purpose. You look like... Right. Our new guild master is an Argonian, sees all colors. She has us all hunting down the Daedra and their damned anchors. You might have seen them. Enormous chains. Plagues of Daedra boil out to lay waste to the countryside? Hard fights. Ha! Yes, a good question. We train our members in special techniques, and the higher-ups are always looking for motivated members to help with special projects. You never know, you might be the next Yofnir. Then let me be the first.
Always good to speak with another knowledge. We're book hunters of a sort. We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members, and from time to time. Excellent. You are now a student of the Mages Guild.
What do you suppose they do for fun around here?
I hear familiar footfalls. Come closer, Vestige. Welcome to the Harborage, Vestige. This is as comfortable a home as an old dried-up husk like myself. Despite my blindness, nay, because of it, my other senses seem to have heightened. This place had the right smell about it. Indeed, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, every road will get us nowhere. Before we truly understand our destination, we must speak of the past. Of a sort. I invite you to enter my mind and walk with me through visions of the past, that you might understand the events that brought us to this time, this moment. Enter my mind, Vestige, and walk with me through the shadows of past events. Follow me, Vestige, and learn of the events that precipitated our current crisis. My part in the story began when I awoke on the steps of the Abbey of the Moth Priests, with no memory of my prior life. The Moth Priests took pity upon me and brought me into their fold. I was weak and near death. It was there I first set eyes upon the Elder Scrolls and devoted my life to their study. The scrolls allowed me to glimpse the very fabric of reality, but each profound insight dimmed my vision and eventually left me permanently blinded to the light of the world. The prophecies of the Elder Scrolls are a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals have rewritten them. I only know that you are important, Vestige. The scrolls reveal to me that your destiny is intertwined with that of the Five Companions. The Five Companions were a band of adventurers who sought out an ancient artifact called the Amulet of Kings. They hoped to use this artifact to persuade Akatosh, the dragon god, to accept their leader as one of the Dragonborn. The Dragonborn are mortals destined for greatness, with the blood of the dragons in their veins. It is said that only a true Dragonborn can ignite the eternal dragon fires in the Imperial City. You have already heard enough babbling from this old blind fool. It is time you met the Five Companions yourself and witnessed their fate. The first companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor. Next, Abner Tharn, a powerful sorcerer and Grand Chancellor to the Imperial Elder Council. The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Sahan, leader of the Imperial Dragon Guard. The Imperial Emperor, Varen Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed. And finally, Manamako, the traitor, the King of Worms, a powerful necromancer, and your executioner. These were the Five Companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost Amulet of Kings. Manamako convinced Varen that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragon fires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him to adopt Varen as one of the Dragonborn. By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Varen conquered each of the Five Companions. By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true emperor by divine... Manamarco the traitor, the great enemy, the most powerful necromancer this world has ever known. His worm cult infiltrates and corrupts every corner of Tamriel. It was he who convinced Varen to perform the ritual you are about to witness. Disaster, war, and pestilence. A world brought to its knees. Now watch and see how one man's arrogance brought about the greatest threat our world has ever known.
There it is. The Dragonfire Brazier. Manimarco, you certain this will work?
It will work, my liege. The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Manimarco, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough, both of you. We are here to ensure my lord's rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a destiny to fulfill. By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn. By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
Varen Aquilarius, you are no heir to Alessia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
What's happening? The sky's opening up. This is bad. This is very bad. Ah!
This isn't supposed to happen. What's the meaning of this? Manimarco, what have you done?
Gullible fools! The veil between Oblivion and this world has been torn. My master, Molag Bal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
Akatosh! Forgive me! Have mercy on our souls!
The ritual tore the veil between Nairn and Oblivion, allowing Manimarco to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the Dark Anchors and initiate the plane meld. Akatosh gave Alessia the Amulet of Kings as a symbol of his covenant with Nairn. So long as the amulet remained in the care of Alessia's heirs and the dragon fires remained lit, Tamriel would be protected from the Daedra. Manimarco tricked Varen into breaking the covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and Nairn was torn. Varen was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Leris was captured by Manimarco and delivered to Coldharbour, the realm of Molag Bal. Tharn remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clivio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands of Manimarco and his worm cult. When I discovered the truth about the 5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. Manimarco got word of my interests and abducted me. He took me to Coldharbour, where I remained a prisoner until you freed me. The truth is always a threat to evil men. Manimarco feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nairn's vulnerability were to become known, it could threaten his master's schemes. Molag Bal does not favor loose ends. Walk with me. Long ago was written, so long as the Amulet of Kings was borne by Alessia's heirs, Tamriel would be protected from the forces of Oblivion. But the Soul Burst tore the veil between worlds and gave Molag Bal the opportunity he desired. Molag Bal's dark anchors pierce the torn veil and seek to draw Nairn into the depths of Coldharbour. These terrible engines of destruction have been appearing all throughout Tamriel. If the Lord of Brutality and Domination is successful, he will merge our world and his own in a terrible plain meld. Few will survive the ordeal, and those that do will be enslaved for all eternity. And so it falls to us, Vistage. We must stop Molag Bal and his dark anchors, or our world is doomed. And now history seems to have caught up with us. Shall we return to the harborage? As you say. And so it begins. The remainder of the story has yet to be written. It is your story now. And there is so much to do. But know this, you will not walk this path alone. We must grow in strength and in numbers. You will need more than the company of an old blind man to alter the course of history. We must assemble our own group of companions. The first you have already met. Lyris sacrificed her own freedom to allow us to escape. She remains a prisoner in Cold Harbor. I must determine her precise location if we are to mount a rescue. That will take time. Minimarco's agents leave a web of lies and deceit. They pit the races of Tamriel against one another and divert their attention from the real threat. Seek out these agents, wherever they can be found, and expose their lies. Forgive me. Bringing you into my mind seems to have taken quite... Now. Seek me by the cliffs outside Daggerfall. Fate speaks in riddles. Your fate was written in the scrolls long ago. It is entwined with the fate of the 5 companions. I have finally located Lyris Titanborn in Cold Harbor.
She works a terrible forge under the lash of the great deceiver, Molog Bal. Her soul is in great danger. You must go to her. I can manifest a gate to that dark realm, but you must go quickly. Tread carefully in Molog Bal's realm. You are important. The scrolls have so named you. After Lyris took my place in the Wailing Prison so that we might escape, the Daedra moved her to the Foundry of Woe. It is a place of torment and despair. The God of Schemes invaded my mind many times during my imprisonment. It was a tortuous experience, but by forcing his way into my mind, he inadvertently opened his own thoughts to me, and thus we are connected, he and I. With concentration, I can see through his eyes. It will be a far greater danger for you to enter Cold Harbor without this distraction. It is Molog Bal's realm, and his power there is great. I will endeavor to distract him in this manner whenever you travel there.
You're alive. Are you really here, or is this another trick? Then he's still alive. Thank the gods. But you can't stay. You don't understand. It's hard to describe. My memories, my feelings, they've been fragmented, ripped apart. And all the fragmented pieces have been locked away in different parts of the Foundry. I've tried. The Daedra took everything. I'll do my best.
Is Lyris
Lead on.
seeing someone that you know of? You know what? Don't answer that. Forget I asked. Where were we going next?
These lost souls are barely aware of their humanity. The guards don't even beat them anymore. This can't be. It looks like my childhood home in Skyrim. My parents' graves. My mother died in childbirth. My father was distant. Cold. I think he blamed me for my mother's death. I ran off to become a mercenary when I was 16. I never saw my father again. He was murdered by an old enemy. Father? Papa? Is that you?
Bleed, you bastard! Die like the monster you are!
To battle!
Remind us!
Stendarr see you safely to your rest.
Who are you? Why does Lyris walk with you? In life, I was Gyalda, father to Lyris. My spirit was torn from its rest and brought to this foul place. The Daedra forced me to experience my own murder again and again. I don't understand. Lyris was always a free spirit. Why would my presence bind her here? Lyris, is this true, child?
You were always so cold. So distant. My mother died, giving me life. It was my fault. I should never have been born.
Lyris, look at me. The blood of giants flows through my veins. Your mother was a Nord. I gave her my seed without thought for her safety. That's why she died. Not because of you, child. Because of me.
I thought you blamed me. You couldn't even look at me, Papa.
Do you not see? When I looked at you, I saw her face. I loved her, child. Just as I love you. More than life itself. We cannot change the past, nor should we cling to it. You must not let these feelings haunt you. Let them go. Let me go.
I love you too, Papa. Rest now. Be at peace. He's gone. Come on, let's get out of here. This place is a labyrinth of hopelessness built to compound the misery of those who labor here.
Did you get all the pieces?
Yeah, I stashed them in the footlockers all around camp. I bet the commander makes her run 50 laps this time.
50? Let's hope the beast gets a lashing.
All right, let's get back to it. Act natural.
Did you find some? I can't believe... Excellent. I'm ready. Watch your step. All the mining has made these tunnels unstable. Abner Thorn, you traitorous bastard. I should have expected to find you here.
Don't be a fool, Titanborn. I'm trying to help you. Your hatred poisons you. Warriors are like steel. When you lose your temper, you lose your worth.
Help me. You betrayed us all, then went back to licking Manny Marco's boot before the smoke cleared.
I did what I had to do. And as a show of my good intentions, I have a gift for you. But be warned, Cold Harbor will not give it up easily.
Is that... Sure, Bones, it is. Vestige, that's my battle axe! It's good to have you back. Are you thirsty for Daedric blood, old friend? My axe. Oh, it feels good to have it back. It's part of me. Losing it was like losing an arm. I don't know. I don't trust him and I never will. But it's odd. The blind hate better. Stronger. Almost whole again. We're not done yet. We need to keep moving forward. The passage is blocked by a rock slide, but But now that I have my axe back, I might be able to break through. Stand back. No damn pile of pebbles is gonna stop me now. So many Daedric beasties, so little time.
No guts, no
We need to
glory.
keep moving. Hear that? It sounded like... No. It couldn't be. Sai. What's happened to you? What have they done?
Lyris. Lyris. I can see you. Are you really there?
Sai, it's me. We're seeing some kind of vision of you. Do you know where you are?
I don't know. They're torturing me. They want the Amulet of Kings. Want me to tell them where it's hidden. But I haven't broken. Not yet.
Sai, you need to hold on. We're going to find you. I'll make sure of it. We'll find you. Somehow we'll get you out of there. Sai? Sai! No! Bring him back, you bastards! That was no trick. That was Sai Sahan. Sai's a friend. Maybe my best friend. We need to find him and get him out of there. We need to tell the Prophet about this. He'll know what to do.
Stow your weapons, my friend. We've won. Defend us. That thing. It's the source of all my fears. I can hear it whispering to me, taunting me.
You're like the
voices,
hero of a
the
fantastic
whispering.
tale.
It's
And
gone.
I get to ride
This
with
whole
you.
time it was like watching myself from a distance. Disconnect. But now, this is the best I've felt in years. Like I've been reborn. And I owe it all to you.
Lyris, child. Are you all right?
Yes, Prophet, I'm fine. The vestige freed my mind from the Daedra's control.
Thank the Divines. Your loss would have thrown all into chaos.
They won't take me again. Not alive, at least. Prophet, Mannimarco captured Sai Sahan. He's torturing him to find out where the Amulet of Kings is hidden. We have to rescue him.
You brought Lyris back, and largely intact from the look of her. And she will need time to recover. One does not. What did he say? Did Sai tell you where he is being held? Then we must locate him before Mannimarco forces him to reveal the amulet's hiding place. Did he? I thought he had firmly aligned himself with Mannimarco and his worm cult. Curiouser and curiouser. As you saw in my visions, the amulet's misuse ripped a hole in the barrier that protects Tamriel from the forces of oblivion. For now you must leave me to my meditation. I must set my mind to the task of locating Sai Sahan. Until then, embrace the unknowable. The drops of water cannot know themselves to be a river, yet the river flows on. Perhaps it was simply arrogance. Perhaps it was all part of his grand scheme. Who can know the logic of a Daedric prince? I will call upon you again when the time is right. Farewell, Vestige.
Well, if you're back again, I suppose there's only one reason. What'd you find this time? He was one of the most capable people I knew. I wouldn't have trusted just anyone, but you actually did it. I owe you for that. I'll take that map fragment off your hands. For a reward, of course. This is definitely the fragment I was looking for. At least Rod's death wasn't for nothing. I was hoping to share in the reward with him once I had them all together. Damn shame. But that's not of concern to you. Here's the gold I owed him. I finally have every piece of the Scourge of Sentinels map, but everyone I sent to collect them died, except you. I guess that means you're the only one who's capable of finishing the job. Interested in a partnership? This treasure is important to me, but not so important that I want to wind up like the others who were helping me chase it. My years of cheating death are far behind me. I need someone to follow this map and recover the treasure for me. This treasure isn't riches, but it is my ticket back to Hammerfell. I'm willing to pay you a hefty sum of gold for that passage. So what do you say? Partners? Let's piece it together and see what we've got. I recognize this spot. Shipwreck Shoals. I think that's where the old man said the Scourge ran aground. They must have buried the loot nearby. Take the map to Shipwreck Shoals and see if you can find the spot.
I'm in your service.
I was beginning to associate seeing you with bad news. I hope we've broken that streak now. Ha! Finally, I can bribe my way back into the good graces of the crown and retire in my place of birth. Thought I'd never see the day. Here's your share, partner. I can finally say goodbye to the sisters and to slaving over cargo shipments for the DeForts. It's off to the hot winds of Hammerfell for me. I was born of noble blood and ruffian tastes. When my days of piracy ended in capture by the authorities, my family pleaded for clemency. So, I was spared imprisonment along with my peers, but only if I never returned home, even after I mended my ways. Strip nude and bake all this cold brine off in the Alakir Desert. After that, take the money I've banked all these years with the DeForts and lead a quiet life in Bergama. Maybe see if my remaining relatives will welcome me back into the family.
you are, Vestige. Come to the harborage. We must speak.
Enough with the games. We should be out there doing something.
Ever hear the old proverb? Opportunity arrives while Khajiit takes nap.
That doesn't even make any sense.
It does when Zaji's feet are tired.
Good to see you, friend, but something is wrong. While you and Lady Arabelle were off, we scoured Gonfalon Bay for signs of the Ascendant Order, and we found nothing. Not even one of their damn pamphlets. They're up to something. I know it. I knew it. That explains why we haven't been able to find any of their knights around Gonfalon Bay. The Ascendant Magus must have gathered all of his forces to participate in the attack. What do you need us to do? The best place to hide a vessel on that part of the island is Jury's Cove, north of the Navir docks. Let me guess. Nereid's Song is an Ascendant Order ship. You want to use it to slip past their fleet and rescue the Alliance leaders. Here, I'll mark the cove's location on your map. As for a crew, well, you're looking at your captain. As for the rest, I'll see who I can drum up.
One captain is good, but two is even better, yes?
Make that 3.
I can't ask you to join me in this.
You are not asking. Zaji is telling.
Looks like I've found a crew. Head to Jury's Cove, friend. We'll collect Lady Arabelle and meet you there.
Rally!
Why don't you ask her how she wants to proceed?
You're wounded!
The ship looks seaworthy. We just need to get past those Ascendant Order knights.
Always with the plans. I usually just wing it.
Looks like the Ascendant Order's almost done loading the ship. If we want to seize the Nereid Song, it's now or never. Cut the mooring lines. Start with the dock on the left and deal with any knights that get in your way. While they're busy with you, the rest of us will go around to the right and board Nereid's Song. Once you've cut all 3 mooring lines, climb aboard. We'll do the rest. And don't get ready, all of you. Once things begin, we'll need to move fast.
Blast off signal! To the ship, everyone! I take no pleasure in killing, but I'm glad we're alive and they're not.
Aye. Give the word, friend, and we'll set sail. Nereid's song is ours, Lady Arabelle.
Excellent. Set course for All Flags Islet. There's no time to waste. The attack's already begun. We'll have to fight our way into the castle. Lead the way.
For High Isle!
Inside there. Jakan, too. Our captains can hold the dock.
To the door! The Ascendant Order is breaking in!
It's just us, Valencia. Stand down!
Oh, Lady Arabelle, the Order is attacking the castle!
Yes, dear, we saw. But where are the Alliance leaders? Friend, let's talk.
I gathered what help I could and mounted a defense, but the Ascendant Order's attack came so quickly. The ground shook, and a terrible storm struck with no warning. I urged them to withdraw to Memorial Hall, but they did not want to abandon the fight. High King Emric and Prince Ernskar went to defend the walls, while Queen Ayrenn took charge here. The ground shook again just moments ago. Fiery monsters broke through the floor of the museum. Queen Ayrenn ran downstairs to confront them. She left...
I wanted to get the Alliance leaders safely behind the wards in Memorial Hall, or perhaps even spirit them away on the ship. Another relic of the All Flags Navy and the site of the peace talks. The Mages Guild cast protective wards around the hall to ensure the safety of the delegates. They should hold for a time. Defending the castle as best we can. We need to protect the Alliance leaders. Where are they?
Scattered, I'm afraid. Queen Ayrenn was with us, but there was a great rumble and screams from below. She ran to help.
Go, my dear. Make sure Queen Ayrenn gets to Memorial Hall. Jakan, help me sort things out here. We must hold the castle until help arrives.
These beasts and the Order's Druid allies threaten everyone in the castle. They must not get by us. I do believe we're good at this. Brace yourself. This shield can absorb the lightning, so long as you hold it.
This cannot withstand the storm.
Good. Now, release the energy back at them. The Ascendant Order will tear this place down to get to us. We're sitting ducks in here. Ascendant Order ships in the loch, rogue knights and their druid allies inside the castle. As glorious as a fight to the death would be, I suppose I should try to survive. My subjects need me. But the others went in search of their own battles. Prince Ernskar headed up to the battlements. Track him down. Find Ernskar. Then look for Emmerich. He said something about dealing with the storm. We will gather at Memorial Hall, but understand this. I have no intention of hiding behind wards while others die to protect me.
You know, Queen Ayrenn seems like the kind of person I'd like to get an ale with.
Those stairs lead up to the battlements and Ernskar. I'll clear a path to the hall.
These Ascendant Order rats just keep climbing up. Help me dispatch them.
Side by side!
That next ship reaches the dock will be overrun. We have to do something. I don't know how you got here, but I'm glad to see you. That ship approaching the pier is full of Ascendant Order reinforcements. We need to do something. Not while we're all that stands between victory and death. If I abandon the battlements now, we'll be caught like wolves in a trap. I need you to deal with the vermin scaling the walls, while I prepare the ballista to attack that approach. Good. Then I can use this ballista to destroy that ship. Just get down to the... He went down to the courtyard to deal with the Eldertide druids. Can you believe they allied with the Ascendant Order? They're feeding this storm. You should help him. The door at the south end leads down to the dock. Keep them from scaling the walls, and I'll put this siege weapon to good use. get to the hall.
These evil druids are feeding the storm.
Steel.
Disrupt their ritual, friend!
Shake free!
That's better. Now it's a fair fight. Well fought, friend. If you're here, Lady Arabelle must be nearby. Now what does she have up her sleeve? If I've learned anything in my long association with Lady Arabelle, it's that she always has a plan in the works. Ah yes, the protected hall. I thought Lady Arabelle's arrangements were overly cautious. Events, however, reveal the wisdom of her actions. As much as I dislike hiding, we must deny our enemies an easy victory. Do you have an invitation medallion? Then we should make use of the defenses she prepared. I'm sure she plans to launch a counterattack just like she did during Rance's siege of Wayrest. Why, she... never mind. A tale for another.
Fills my heart with pride to
More
know the High
enemies
King
approach.
knows something of our
Quickly,
deeds.
into the hall.
Use your medallion. It's the only way past the wards. As much as this galls us, this is the prudent course. The Ascendant Order can't breach.
You think yourselves safe? I will bring this castle down on top of you.
The wards are breached. To arms.
Roll free! I'm right here. Stay focused.
Hiding in your hole. And it shall be your doom.
We can't stay here. He's trying to topple the castle.
I've just about had it with this Ascendant Magus. To the courtyard. Friend, join me.
The so-called leaders of the Veiled Alliances. Prepare to forge to the Ascendant Order! I am Count Demard. I am the Ascendant Magus. You are formidable, but let's see how you handle this.
Hold on, friend. I've got something for that beast. All right, it's loaded. Show me what's the target, and I'll make it count.
mountain!
He's conjuring something big. Water spell with my magic. Good. Now, release the energy back at them.
Get up! We need you in the fight!
You only prolong your suffering! Time to end this. I call upon the strength of the mountain!
He's conjuring something big. Water spell with my magic. Good. Now, release the energy back at them.
Not on my watch!
Three thrones topple this day! Time to end this. I call upon the strength of the mountain!
He's conjuring something big. Water, my magic. Good. Now, release the energy back at her.
Walk away from it.
is growing stronger. We have to stop him.
More beasts. I'll deal with them.
He's drawing in too much power, but
That's
you
the
and
end
Emmerich
of
together
that
can
tale.
teach him. Help Emmerich with those creatures.
Now's the moment. Give the word.
Now, get close to the Magus and break
This
them.
had better work, Irene.
Good. Now, release the energy back at them.
May fall, but the Ascendant Lord will still triumph.
The Magus falls and his minions scatter. Cowards!
We cut down the Magus, but the Lord is still out there somewhere.
The Magus has fallen. We will deliver the same fate to his lord.
Our friend here made this victory possible.
Indeed. And they got us to work together. Amazing. Now let's go find Lady Arabelle.
There you are, dear. And with the Alliance leaders, too. I assume you had something to do with the Ascendant Orders. I admit I feared all was lost, as more of those rogue knights pressed onto shore. Then the castle's siege weapons unloaded on their ships, and the dark storm suddenly abated. Tell me, what actually happened in Memorial Hall? I knew you were special the moment I saw you, my dear. The Ascendant Magus hoped to topple thrones, yet instead his threat brought the Alliance leaders together. And you showed them peace is worth fighting for. Nothing about this peace conference has gone as planned, but the Ascendant Order might have given us something we didn't have before. A reason for the Alliance leaders to cooperate. Can I ask one more favor of you, dear? Lord Bacaro needs to hear about our victory at All Flags. He can stop mustering a counterforce, at least for now. Thanks to... I suspect Count Ahmad's defeat cost the Ascendant Order most of their strength. It will take time for them to recover, which gives us a chance to salvage the peace talks. Bring the news to Lord Bacaro, then meet me back at Mandrake Manor. Lord Bacaro should be at Steadfast Manor. Do hurry before he strikes off with an army of hired knights to join a battle that's already over. Besides, it's not often I get to send someone good news. No, but I'm not surprised. He and the Steadfast don't have a standing army. I imagine he's still at his manor sending missives across High Isle in an attempt to recruit knights willing to aid us. Go...
Surely we're done now. I could use a drink and a meal.
Must have been tough getting captured by convicts on Amanus.
Good point, Iran. But do remember, he's only a prince.
Raise a hand if you care what the High King thinks.
Thank you, Zaji.
Zaji cares. Can we go home now?
Wrong royal, Zaji. We're with the Queen, remember? Now where did we leave that scow we stole?
What? Did no one tie up the ship before we ran into battle?
Drake, look at you. The hero of the day. And you've brought me along as part of the tale. Thank you, my friend, for everything. Ready to write the next chapter?
Oh, bother. Milady's gotten herself into terrible trouble. You there? I hate to impose, but I'm in something of a pickle and could use a modicum of assistance. Do you happen to have any experience dealing with ancient curses? Yes, of course. Milady always says I misplaced my head if it wasn't attached. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, the curse. My mistress... Well, usually I'm the one who stumbles into trouble, but this time Milady found the old chest. It was so unlike her to open it herself, and that's when she activated the curse. I'd gladly give you my annual stipend if you help me save Lady Laurent. Oh, thank you. You've lifted a great weight off my shoulders. Come along. Lady Laurent is along the southern coast. Dupe.
Lady Arabelle's associate.
There's a sack of
news do you
supplies
bring
over
me?
there. What's inside?
I've been sending messengers throughout the countryside, but so far I've only managed to gather a handful of knights. I was about to send them the order to head out when I saw you approaching. Does this mean you have news from Lady Arabelle? That's excellent news. My congratulations to you and Lady Arabelle. I'll still send the knights, but now their orders will be to shore up the castle's defenses, not rush into a war. But pray tell, where are the delegates now? Of course, All Flags Castle must be half in ruins after what I can only imagine was a fierce and costly battle. I'll get with Lady Arabelle, and we'll thank the delegates for their patience. I do believe another celebration is in order, though. Don't be modest, friend. From what I already know of your exploits, I can only imagine the heroics you demonstrated at All Flags Castle. Inform Lady Arabelle. We'll gather at Gonfalon Palace to celebrate your courage. And how often does someone get to save 3 realms in the same day? Your actions are an inspiration. I wonder, though. De Mard de Fort? Astonishing! I was certain the Magus was going to turn out to be one of the Monards. Tell me, what of this mysterious Ascendant Lord you encountered beneath Castle Navir? Did you learn anything about him? Cowards like that let others do the fighting for them. Did they now? I can't wait to... Yes, I saw his power firsthand at Castle Navir. And Valencia explained that he somehow drew power from the volcanic vents that permeate the islands. A reckless use of magic, with little regard for consequences. De Mard de Fort!
Your prowess was befitting a knight. Well done.
Are you interested in tales of valor? My courage has taken me throughout the archipelago. Let me entertain you. I follow the order. Horrible monsters whose very skin oozed molten rock. Or perhaps you prefer the melancholy tale of the undead. Ruins of...
Hurry now. Find a way to the shield hall. Who are you? Another mercenary? Another mercenary? Running a bit late, aren't you? This one has all the help she needs. They will already cost more than she budgeted for. You do appear quite exceptional, though. Perhaps Emunara could swap out one of the others for you. Ugh, by all the stars. Why must that ghost make this difficult? Emunara didn't even know he'd be here. Who sticks around after they die to give people tests? This one sympathizes. But when Emunara leaves, the shield goes with her. Emunara supposes that's fair to tell you. There's a story about Lady Garrick's famous shield. Arkay himself anointed it with his blood, allegedly. An ambitious young necromancer could use such an artifact. Draw out its power to become stronger. Who knows what dangers lurk in this old ruin? And Emunara refuses to deal with this trial nonsense. The mercenaries will help me break through into the shield hall. Look, be reasonable. Move on and no one will know. Now this one has work to do. It's quite exciting.
Ignore her poisonous words. Stay true to your honor.
This one's binding failed? I worked hard to make that.